Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
How are you all?
Fine, sir.
Okay. So today we'll understand one new topic. Okay. So this is opposing force, which opposes the relative motion between two objects. So friction, we'll try to understand. So everyone give heading, new heading, friction. Give new heading, friction. Right, friction. So write definition, right? Friction is an opposing force. Friction is an opposing force which opposes the relative motion between objects. Friction is an opposing force which opposes the relative motion between two objects. Okay. So remember friction definition. It is a retarding force or basically opposing force or resisting force. That also you can tell. Right. Friction is a contact force. And it always acts parallel to the contact surface. Friction is a contact surface. It always acts parallel to the contact surface. Okay. So in illustration I'll show you how it is acting. And remember the SI unit. The SI unit of frictional force is Newton. Newton or symbol given. SI unit of frictional force is Newton or symbol give capital N. Write down this many points about friction. In which direction friction acts and what it opposes basically. Now friction opposes the relative motion between two objects. Okay. And what is the SI unit of friction? It is Newton. Frictional force or it is called friction normally. Okay. When surface is roughness of the surface is there, na, that time this friction comes into exist. Remember that. Okay, so write down friction comes into exist when the surface is rough. Friction comes into exist when surface is rough. Roughness of the surface is there. Okay. Surface is not smooth. If smooth surface, no friction. Okay. If roughness of the surface is there, then here what will happen? Now interlocking between two surfaces will happen. Okay. So in that way, it will oppose the relative motion. So surface 1, surface 2, here interlocking is happening. because both the surface I have shown like this, some roughness is there. Okay, if roughness is there, then only friction will comes into exist. Okay. So this is the interlocking. Interlocking here, interlocking between two surface. This is the surface 1 and surface 2. Idea is clear? So this many points about friction you write. Now you'll understand how friction exactly acts, how parallel to the contact surface it acts, how it opposes the relative motion, between the two objects, and how it acts parallel to the contact surface. The two things in illustration we'll try to see. Okay. So first to complete these points about friction. And what is the formula for friction? Frictional force. Smooth surface, there is no friction. Remember that. Okay. Right, everyone? So when there is roughness between two surface, then here interlocking is happening, interlocking between two surface. So one is opposing another motion. Okay. But exact thing will understand how to solve problems based on friction, how to understand when motion will happen or not by considering friction. Okay. We'll see that. Completed all of you? Okay, next listen. On illustration, listen here. Illustration. Suppose one object is there here. One object is there. Listen. This is the floor. This is floor. This is block. This is block. This is mass M. Mass what? M. Now what is happening here? Here interlocking is happening. Or this is the basically contact surface. If this surface I'll check now, that is basically contact surface. So this is your contact surface. This is your contact surface. Contact surface. Okay. And suppose, everyone listen, suppose this surface I am telling, it is a rough surface. It is a rough surface. And here I am taking this one. This object is moving with velocity v. Object is moving with velocity v. Or speed v it is moving. Yes or no? Clear? Now this is the contact surface. This is rough surface. This is the floor. This is the block. Mass m. Clear? Now next listen. If we free body diagram of this block you will see, free body diagram, we can understand how friction is acting here. Okay. Actually listen, this object is trying to move in this direction with velocity v. Okay. Trying to move in this direction or moving in this direction. If rough surface is there, then how friction will act on the two objects? In floor also and on block also. How it will act? Try to understand here. So what we'll do here? Now here we'll take free body diagram of mass m and free body diagram of floor also. floor also, floor. Now see all of you, actually floor will be at rest always, right? Floor will be rest. Now what will happen? Now here this object, if it's trying to move in this direction with speed v, then friction will act in such a way that it will try to oppose the relative motion between two objects. It will oppose the relative motion means suppose this mass is moving in this direction with velocity v, then friction will try to oppose that motion and friction will act in this direction f, opposite direction of motion. Similarly for floor if you will see, actually floor is at rest. This block is moving, so friction will try to move this floor with the block so that there should not be any relative motion. There should not be any relative motion. So friction on floor it will act what? Now like this way. All of you listen carefully. On the block how friction acts? On the block friction acts in such a way that it will try to oppose the relative motion, because if this object is moving, then there is a relative motion between floor and block. But friction does not want that. Friction wants there should not be any relative motion between the objects. Any relative motion between the objects. So here this is the for this mass friction is acting opposite way to the motion. Or it is this friction tries to keep this block at rest with the floor. Because if block will be at rest with the floor, then what will happen? There will be no relative motion. What is the friction definition I told? Friction always opposes the relative motion between the objects. Yes or no? So now friction will act in this way. On the mass backward direction, on floor forward direction. Okay. So you can take it as also action reaction pair. No worries. Okay. So act on two different bodies, same magnitude and opposite directions. You can take that. Now all of you listen here. Here if you will take, this is the normal reaction given by floor, and this is the mg. What it is? Mg is a gravitational force acting on the block. As I have done pre-body diagram, so I can see all the forces acting on the block. So on this block, this many forces are acting. Block. Okay. Now next listen. Now what I'll do here? Now if friction I want to tell here, what is the frictional force magnitude? So I can write here magnitude of frictional force. Magnitude of frictional force. What is the magnitude of frictional force? Magnitude of frictional force is directly proportional to normal reaction. Normal reaction. Now F equal to nothing but direct proportional to n. F direct proportional to n. Normal reaction. And if you want to remove this proportionality symbol, then you have to give a constant, right? That constant, let's take mu. Mu times n. So frictional force equal to mu times n. Yes or no? Mu into normal reaction. Mu into normal reaction. Frictional force. Okay. Now here from this diagram you can understand also normal reaction equal to mg. For this particular case it can be mu mg. No worries. But remember, frictional force direct proportional to normal reaction. If a proportionality symbol I am removing, I am taking one mu. Where this mu is called what basically? Mu is called what? Or right here, or mu is called coefficient of friction. So right, it is F by n. Write this one as coefficient of friction. Coefficient of friction. Coefficient of friction. Mu. Okay. Mu is basically coefficient of friction. So it is frictional force by normal reaction. Mu is nothing but what? Frictional force by normal reaction, or it is called basically coefficient of friction. Coefficient of friction. So illustrations, right? And understand about the magnitude of the coefficient, magnitude of the frictional force. And coefficient of friction. It is actually a ratio number basically. Frictional force by normal reaction. So what will be the unit of mu? Tell. What will the unit of mu? No unit. No unit, no dimension. Remember, coefficient of friction will have no unit, no dimension. So note it down, all of you. Always remember, friction opposes relative motion between two objects. If one object moves forward, okay, and another object at rest, then friction will try to act on that moving object in such a way that it will make it rest. Okay, it will make it rest. But on the rest object, it will act in such a way that it will try to move, because if floor is moving with same velocity with mass m, then there will be no relative motion also, no relative motion between two objects. Okay, so that point to remember. But for always for that block which is moving on that, it acts in opposite direction of motion. That one you can remember. Completed, all of you? Now next listen. Now if you want to write types of mu, this mu I try to understand, I'll get three types of mu. One is mu s, one is mu k, and another is mu r. So this is called coefficient of static friction. Coefficient of static friction. Mu k is coefficient of kinetic friction. Coefficient of kinetic friction. Mu r is coefficient of rolling friction. Coefficient of rolling friction. This frictions, remember, mu s, mu k, mu r. And you will see the relations. On star mark point you can write mu s greater than mu k greater than mu r. Remember this relation. Mu s greater than mu k and greater than what? Mu r. So mu r will be less as compared to mu s and mu k. And also remember, coefficient of static friction has no unit. Coefficient of static friction. Coefficient of static friction has no unit and dimension. No unit and dimension. Okay. Because it is a ratio, force by normal reaction. And three types of mu you are able to understand. One is mu s, another is mu k, another is what? Mu r. Clear? Write down. And here another star mark point, right? I'll write one term Fs. I'll write Fs is basically mu s into n. Okay. Or that one I'll call as Fl, which is maximum value of static friction. Maximum value of static friction. Or it is called basically limiting friction. Limiting friction. Maximum value of static friction or limiting friction. Okay, you can write it as Fs max. Fs max. Remember this. So you came to understand that static, kinetics, and rolling. That kinetic is also called sliding. Kinetic is also called what? Sliding. When objects are sliding, that time you can use mu k. And mu k is less than mu s. Okay, this is also sometimes called sliding friction. Sometimes you can tell sliding friction. When objects slide over another and roughness of surface is there, then this sliding friction will come into exist. Kinetic friction also you can do sliding friction. Note it down. So the static, limiting and rolling and kinetic friction you understood. This idea please keep in mind. All of you. Not out here, right? 3 types of friction, remember. When two objects are rolling or one object is rolling over another, that time whatever friction, coefficient of friction will come into exist, that is rolling. That symbol given as mu r. Okay. Yes or no? Remember. Completed? Okay. Now all of you listen one question. One question you see here. Suppose one object is there here. One object is there. This object is 10 kg. 10 kg object. On this object, 100 Newton force is acting towards right. Okay, this is the applied force, capital F. Now say here the surface is a rough surface. Suppose you consider the surface a rough surface and its static friction value is 0.2. Starting friction value how much? 0.2. Mu value will be in 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 like that, in that range. Okay. So static friction is 0.2. Now if force is given, now what you have to find? Now find acceleration. Acceleration of 10 kg block. Acceleration of 10 kg block. This is the block. Yes or no? Clear idea? Okay. Next listen. Here, the answer I'll try to find. First I'll do the free body diagram of this object. First do the free body diagram of the object. So free body diagram if you do for 10 kg. Free body diagram of 10 kg block. Free body diagram of 10 kg block. Then what we'll get here? All of you check properly. Now on this 10 kg block, one normal reaction acting upward due to this floor. One gravitational force acting which is 10g. 10g means 10 into 10. 10 into 10 Newton which is 100 Newton. So 100 Newton force is acting here. 100 Newton force is acting here. 100 Newton. Now in this direction one force is acting which is capital F. So that means this force tries to move this object in rightward direction. So friction will act in such a that it will try to oppose that motion. So which direction friction will act? Friction will act in opposite direction and parallel to the contact surface. See, this parallel to this is the contact surface, parallel to the contact surface, in opposite direction it is acting. Now you check, what is first you check for this one, to find acceleration of 10 kg. First you check what is the maximum static friction is acting here. Okay, that is mu s into n. Or in this case, n and mg both are same. So I can write here it is mu s into mg. Or I can write 0.2 into mass is 10, g also 10. If you check this one, it will come around to 20 Newton. Fs max, maximum friction value acting 20 Newton. So this one, what? This is your mg actually, mg value. So this is acting 20 Newton and this one is 100 Newton. Now can you find what is acceleration? See, on this object, two forces are acting. One is 100 Newton, one is 20 Newton. 100 Newton acting towards right, 20 Newton acting towards left. So net where it will move? Net direction. It will move in the direction of 100 Newton because 100 Newton force is greater. So that means if you want to find acceleration here, alright, acceleration of 10 kg block. Acceleration of 10 kg block is A equal to F minus F divided by, or Fs max, by M. Now F is nothing but 100 minus 20 divided by 10. Now 100 minus 20 is 80. So 80 by 10, 80 by 10 means 8 meter by second square. 8 meter by second square. Eight meter by second square. So this is your acceleration. Acceleration of 10 kg block is nothing but 8 meter by second square. Clear idea? So in this way to solve the friction related problems. This value will be given now. You check from there what is the maximum opposing force, that is frictional force acting. After that acceleration is nothing but net force by mass. Net force by mass. So net force how much acting here? F minus Fs. Okay, F minus Fs max divided by mass 10 kg, then get the answer. Did you understand or not? But listen, if I'll give force equal to 20 or less than 20, what will happen? That I will try to understand in the next class. Okay, here actually I have given this force which is greater than frictional force. That's why motion is happening, you are able to find acceleration. Okay, the next class will try to understand. So up to this one you complete. Thank you. Like and subscribe Vidya Lakshmi NEET Academy YouTube channel. All the very best.